Today we are bobbing for apples. I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite fall cocktails using Sunday's Japanese whiskey. Sunday's is made in small batches from world grain spirits that is distilled twice and then barrel aged for 3 to 9 years at cask strength, and then it's blended before adding alkaline, pristine, high quality water from the nearby springs of Koriyama in Japan. Now, I love this whiskey because it's super elegant, aromatic, and lifted style, and if you want to try a very Japanese cocktail, just mix it with a little bit of soda water. I love Topo Chico because it's got that little bit of sodium content that really helps to lift the spirit and makes for an amazing Japanese highball. But since today we are making our bobbing for apples cocktail, I'm going to go over the ingredients that you're going to need for this. So, obviously, you're going to need your Sunday's Japanese whiskey. You're going to use some homemade cinnamon simple syrup. You're gonna wanna have some apple cider, or in my case, just a little bit of apple juice will work as well. Then a tart apple, I went for a Granny Smith, a fresh lemon, and some fresh mint leaves. As far as bar tools, you're gonna want a cutting board or surface of some kind, a knife, a glass, of course. You can use a highball glass, or I was feeling fancy, so I went for the martini glass. Then you're gonna need a cocktail shaker or some closable container to shake it in, a muddler, or you can use any tool in the kitchen to mash your ingredients up. You're gonna want another measuring tool for some smaller size pours. So this is a jigger as you find in a bar, but you can use any little container that will help measure for you. And then if you have a lemon press, go ahead and grab that, but you can just squeeze the lemon with your fingers, that also works. I also have a vegetable peeler on hand, but again, you can just use your knife. So we're making cocktails at home, we gotta be prepared to improvise, right? All right, so let's get started putting this together. Go ahead and slice your apple. You're gonna need about 3 slices, and I'm just making one cocktail, so you're gonna wanna adjust how much quantity you're preparing based on how many drinks you're making. Go ahead and peel and slice the apple. Drop your apple slices into your cocktail shaker. From here, you're gonna take about 6 fresh mint leaves. You can either choose to chop them up, or you can tear them a little bit, or you can even just smack them together to help release some of that delicious minty flavor. Drop those into your tin, and then we're gonna need the juice of half a lemon. So I like to roll that lemon out a little bit, get the juices moving around inside of the rind, and then go ahead and slice the tip off, cut it down the middle, and if you have a lemon press, go ahead and place it in there. Otherwise, you can just squeeze it by hand. Juice half of the lemon into your tin. Awesome. So now that I've added my lemon, apple, and mint leaves, I'm gonna go ahead and mash up all those kind of dry ingredients together in my tin. Really get a nice mixture going on. Squish up the apple, release all those delicious flavors in the mint leaves. From here, we need to add our spirit. So I've got a jigger. I'm gonna take 2 ounces, about a 1/4 cup of this Sunday's Japanese whiskey. Go ahead and pour that out into my jigger. Awesome. Then I'm gonna use the other end to measure just 1 ounce of my homemade cinnamon simple syrup. We're gonna turn that jigger over 1 more time and pour out just 2 ounces of fresh apple juice, or you can use apple cider. So now that I've got all of my dry ingredients mixed in with my spirit, my cider, and my simple syrup, I'm gonna add some ice to my tin. Go ahead and pour that in there, pop the top on it, and I'm gonna give this guy a nice shake. Once I'm feeling it all shook up, I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into my glass. The perfect concoction. I'm gonna garnish this with one of my remaining mint leaves, and voila, I've got my favorite fall whiskey cocktail ready to go. Cheers and enjoy. Happy bobbing for apples.